females in here. If he tries to do it again, that would be interesting. But anyway, without further ado, you ready? Make some noise, guys, for Jake Kilov, guys.
Thank you very much. So I want to talk about the world at large. I want to talk about all the people in the world and how we should all come together and rise up against the various issues that are going on. You know, for example, in Ukraine, I think we should all rise up and we should have a nice rally together, and we should discuss the various political and economic reasons for behind the conflict and also the resolutions. I think we could make a lot of progress here tonight if we got together and got our brains together. I think we shut the door, please, Amari. I want to get really deep into this discussion now. I want to really analyze the various factors that led up to the current conflict in Ukraine. So let's start with Vladimir Putin. So Putin is bald, so obviously that's an issue for him. That's shit for him. But that didn't stop him from I feel bad because there's a gentleman there. I can hear some guy instead of it. No. I'm gonna double down. Yeah, Putin, two gentlemen. I'm gonna go bald. Fuck it. Yeah. Putin's bald, so that's obviously an issue for him because he's trying to take over a whole sort of country. But I feel like by being bald, he's sort of really he's being held back quite a lot. I think if you're bald, then that's sort of like holding you back quite a lot, especially if you're trying to take over a country. I feel like that's sort of the defining factor of the war here. Maybe if he had a big old head of hair, he'd have a lot more success. Because currently, there's a lot of backlash. The US is trying to support the Ukraine. But obviously, if Putin was like a really hairy guy and a big head of hair, I think we'd all probably start siding with him. I mean, I know I would. I would certainly take the side of Russia if Putin was, a bit taller, a bit more handsome. Maybe he had a big dick. I would certainly swing my view in Russia's direction. But obviously, he's got some physical issues around appearance. And that's holding him back. So if only I could speak to him, I'd tell him, get a hair transplant. Number one, get a hair transplant. And then, we'll reassess. Maybe go into OnlyFans. There's a lot of ways to make money. I think there's a lot of money to be made in OnlyFans, especially because obviously how when you have like these killers who went to prison. I can't remember the names of these guys, but you know what I'm talking about. Like the guys with all the necklace on their stuff. Like women would like send letters to these guys like, "I love you," all this stuff, which I think is pretty ridiculous. Like can't get laid, but like fucking John Wayne Gacy is like drowning pussy from jail. Can someone tell me the guy who fucking ate people? What was his name? The guy who ate people in jail. You know what I'm talking about?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yes, Jeffrey Dahmer was the more relevant reference there. Yeah, so like, what the hell? Maybe I just got to murder and eat some people, then I can get some get some pussy. Yeah. That's probably one of the few differences I have between him. Like, obviously, I want to, I just haven't done it. Just been waiting for the right moment. So I'll strike when the time feels right, and then I'll get all the ladies. All the ladies will just like love me, I guess. I mean, what the hell? Like, I'm not like being funny, but what is that about? Like, why are we doing that? Why are women doing that? Like, they love the Jeffrey Dahmer, they love them. I mean, maybe they're just like fucked up. Yeah, maybe they're just like weird women. Obviously they are, yeah. Like, yeah. You guys wouldn't do that. No, No response. No response. I guess that's the most telling piece of information we got the whole night. I guess I got to murder someone I can get laid tonight. Based on the evidence presented in the room tonight, I'm a man of science. Alright, thanks a lot, guys.